Hi, my name is Ed Shanshala. I'm the CEO of Ammonoosuc Community Health Services. At ACHS, we realize you do not need to be a French bistro chef to prep and serve meals that you feel good about. That's why our Food is Medicine program is designed that from 30 minutes prep to plate, you too can serve nutritious meals.
My name's Mina Flato, and I'm the teaching kitchen instructor for Ammonoosuc Community Health Services Food is Medicine program. I was a teacher for 20 years before this, and one of the biggest focuses in my classroom was that food doesn't have to have morality. Food is really not about good and bad, it's about nutrient dense and non-nutrient dense. And here at Ammonoosuc Community Health Services, that's our focus with this program. We want to help you get your food prepped to plate in 30 minutes or less. So this is our fruit fizzy recipe. This is really just a more nutrient dense soda, if you think about it. I mean, there's no refined sugar in this. It's all natural sugars, and it's very refreshing, and it's something that might help your kids feel happy if you're trying to get them into a lower sugar lifestyle. So it's got a little bit of fun involved with it. So we're gonna start with some frozen fruit. Doesn't matter what type of frozen fruit, you just want it to be frozen, because we're gonna mash the heck out of it. And this is gonna serve as our ice, basically, for the beverage. So it's important that it's frozen. So we're just gonna add a little bit of frozen raspberries into this bag. Doesn't really matter how much, you can I just did probably close to a half of a cup. The most important part of this is that as you close your Ziploc bag, make sure you leave a little opening here so you can get the air out, because we're gonna be pushing on this. We don't want it to explode. So at this point, this is kids' favorite part, where you get to kind of mash up the fruit in here. Adults enjoy it too. So you just kind of push on it until all the fruit is mashed down into a bit of a puree or a paste. It's looking pretty good. And it's okay if your fruit stays more whole. I know if you use like a frozen peach or frozen mango, we found that sometimes that's a little hard for us to get it completely mashed down. So it's okay if you've got some chunks. All right, that is looking pretty well pureed to me. So there's a couple different ways you can get this out of the bag. You could open it up and scoop it out, but one of my favorite ways to do it is to cut off the edge and squeeze it out. So we're just gonna make sure we get all of our berries out of this corner, and then we're gonna snip the corner off our bag, whoop, and we're gonna squeeze it into our glass. Right down in there. It's a messy process, so this is a good activity to do outside in the summertime, or inside if you're a little more patient with messes. So we've got our fruit puree in here. At this point, we're gonna drizzle a little bit of honey on top, because this is what's gonna make it sweet, because raspberries can be more sour than sweet, so we definitely wanna balance that. I'm gonna take a nice long spoon and just stir it up a little bit. Make sure it's all really well integrated. And then the last step is carbonated water. So as long as it's seltzer and it's got some fizz to it, you're in business. Doesn't really matter what flavor it is. We're just going with regular original flavor today. We're gonna let the fruit and the honey do the talking. Perfect. So just stir it around a little bit. And the longer that this sits, the better it will taste like your fruit and honey. If you drink it right away, it'll be more lightly essenced, which seltzer kind of is anyway. That's looking pretty good. All right, so now you got a fruit fizzy.